We don't, like I said, we don't fight for, and I told you the cutoff, but just pay attention to what I'm saying. We don't fight for him no more, so he doesn't fight for us. A lot of people are just flat out in disobedience to the word. And if you're in disobedience to the word, you on the wrong step anyway. You going up the wrong stairs. We supposed to stand out, calling out the world for its sins, but not holding them against them. Separating ourselves, but leaving the door open, like I said, for anyone who chooses to come to the Most High God. Anyone. You're supposed to be calling them out, but not holding it against them. And matter of fact, let's get a little off subject. See, one of the problems, and I probably should have listed this, is a lot of people in the church try to turn people into a replica of themselves. When everything about you ain't from God or what God has etched in stone for people to be. If they love casinos, so what? Show me in the word where it say they can't go to one. What did the Most High even say against them? Nothing. Nothing. But some of these same people be having sex like jackrabbits with the wrong people according to scripture. But yet, they don't gamble. They don't drink. Come on. Remember Peter said, I'm not drunk. It's only 9 in the morning. Anybody can see what he was really saying. He was saying, yeah, I'll be drinking, but not right now. Y'all want to twist and make everything like Phariseeism, which should be another one. Y'all gonna hear me mentioning stuff in this that I probably should have listed, but just remember it. Now, let's go to Revelation chapter 2. I got the King James in front of me. Y'all know my favorite is the New American Standard, but I do read from the King James. Okay, listen to this. King James, or Revelation chapter 2, verse 1 through 5. This is what he was saying to the church of Ephesus. Unto the angel, the ministering spirit of the church of Ephesus, write, these things said he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and have found them liars. You're not supposed to be believing every creature. You're not supposed to be financially supporting every creature. You're supposed to try them and see if they from God or not. It has borne and has patience, and for my name's sake has labored and has not fainted. Look what he's saying, verse 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. See, no matter how big or how much you think you're being used by the Most High or are being used by the Most High, we should never leave our first love, which is learning from the Most High, praying to the Most High, praising the Most High. We should be doing these things throughout our spiritual walk. Verse 5, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and remove thy candlestick out of its place, except thou repent. So those of you grace people, And I was one of them till I started advancing in my studies. Don't get comfortable in this walk. Keep being righteous. Keep the scripture lifted up high against everything that it's against. And be a person who fulfills these scriptures. He's saying, remember your first love. Like I said, remember how we first came to faith, how hungry we were to learn? That hunger should still be in you. Don't let these jobs, these people on these jobs, like I told you, sometimes you got to switch jobs, quit jobs, and start your own business. The Most High allowed things like Uber, Lyft, all these things, Instacart, to be created so you won't have to be at these jobs. And here's what's funny. That stuff actually pays more than these jobs. That's what's funny if you do it right. If you do it right. So he should be getting the first minutes when we wake up and the last minutes before we go to sleep. No man should be getting punked by anyone. You, especially in your house, the scriptures say the head of the woman is the man. You are not serving God by taking a backseat to your wife or your kids. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's another reason why. Think of a man comes to the church and knows this, and he sees people, children out of control, wives running them. He gonna be like, man, I'm not joining this. He said, I'm not joining this. So, let me see. Yeah, so like I'm saying, the Most High teaches us that we should withdraw from these type. So, like I talk about sometimes, I talk about the MGTOW, the SYSBM, all of these things have to be kept in proper perspective. Don't hate women for being hoes, but don't try to save a hoe. You get what I'm saying? You know, cause if they want to stay like that, they ain't gonna do nothing but add trouble to your life. So don't think you be like, well, God, I thought you was gonna help me with this. No, don't do that. Let's try to hurry up and wrap this up. Like I said, don't hate them for being a hoe, and don't try to save a hoe. Some of you guys are fake. You have forgot how to be little versions of God. People try to teach that that's a false teaching, that you are, and I used to say it too, that you are like a heretic when you say that. But the Bible teaches that we are in the likeness, in the image of the Most High. We're supposed to be little versions of Him and acknowledge Him as the chief A1 Alpha. Yeah, I like a couple of these. I listen to a lot of people on YouTube, and I like a lot of these guys. I like what they're saying. Man, this time is going quick. I may even have to continue this again. But again, the church must return to its roots, exposing true sin, judging properly in love, not trusting anyone who loves evil, but leaving an open door for them to come through if they choose. Being transparent and righteous. If you are saying you are a man of God, yet you are preaching weak messages, step aside. Because like I said, the word is supposed to be like a hammer. Which brings me to the next one. The people not hearing the word. They're not hearing the word. The word is like a hammer that breaks like fire. It does damage to evil. All these churches in these cities supposed to be doing damage to evil. It's losing its flavor. Because people are getting smarter. There's more information out there. So you got to come with it. Number 5, the church is in a dark state. Most preachers are unaware of what sin actually is. And they commit the obvious ones. So they're unable to cry out. Preachers like to focus on rarely mentioned things or on the unmentioned rather than the obvious. A lot of pastors are afraid to dialogue with thugs. Number 6, too many weirdos in the church. It's okay to be weird and be different, but you got to be normal with it. Well, I don't have a fork in my house. I don't have a... Stop it, man. I don't wear socks. Number 7, the inability to present convincing proofs and arguments when in debate and dialogue. You're supposed to be doing research. You're not just supposed to be a replica of your pastor, or you're supposed to be sitting down with the Most High, reading all of this stuff. Number 8, being saved doesn't appear desirable. When people look at us believers, men and women do not exhibit self-control. Like I said, masculine men that come to the church and see people getting punked by their wives. Listen, if you get men to fellowship, the women and children will come. Stop trying to be like the world. Be like the Bible. Number 9, hand in hand with number 8. Earthly blessing is not present. People read their Bibles, and when they read their Bibles, we should be the apex of what this world loves. The church should be fun, but without compromising the word. People should be close. They should be doing things together. Our kids should be friends. When people join, it should be a family atmosphere, not cliquey. There's a lot of lonely people out there. Don't make them feel lonely at church and after church. Number 9, people are not exceptional. People are supposed to be meeting people at church and becoming lifelong friends, getting married, and each person doing their roles in the scripture consistently, forever, curbing the divorce rate. But it's not going to happen because people bring their attitude to God and keep it. You shouldn't remind people of that coworker they don't like, that lazy husband, that big mouth disrespectful ex-wife. All these things will make them want to leave. Last but not least, the hand and working of the true Most High God are not visible. It's not visible. We should be seeing the power of the Most High at work. And that power has to start individually with us, away from the church fellowship. And with that, I'm going to close. This is the Truth Blaster, aka Prophet Howard. Like, share, subscribe.